Okay, so the plan on the agenda is to have this a little later in the agenda, but given the fact of their timely arrival, we're going to flip to that portion of the assembly, and then we'll move back to our original format. Christopher is here. I see Christopher, and I see George. And were we going to have some...
Mrs. Pavey. Okay, well that's fine. MC's no, sir.
Okay. We'll turn it over back to our MCs to deal with this portion of the assembly.
Thanks to HICKS for carrying the torch and our volleyball team for running. Please welcome to the stage Mr. Christopher Knowles, Mr. George Marcello. We are also pleased to welcome Miss Mary Pavey.
So you and Chris are going to have yours. Okay. You're going to have to plug this in pretty soon. Okay, go.
Thank you. It gives the team, the SOS4000 road team, great pleasure to arrive to this kind of reception. Thank you. Thank you very much. I just want to state really simply what we're doing is really important. Not only is it important to the 4,000 people that are presently waiting in Canada for organ donations, but it's also important to the kids that are participating in this. It's giving an opportunity for students to realize what's really important in life, and making this kind of contribution to a fellow human being is probably going to be one of the most important things that you can do in your lifetime. And our goal is to try and reach everybody through Canada, and it's going to be through people and schools and communities like Grand Falls that we're going to be able to do it. So from SOS 4000, we're going to hope that's going to drop down to SOS 400, and then eventually SOS 40, until there's nobody desperately waiting for organ donations, and everybody that is on this waiting list will one day receive that gift, and everybody will be able to live, and that's our goal. And I'd like to introduce Mr. Christopher Knowles now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good morning and happy Thanksgiving. My name is Christopher Knowles. 3 years ago I did a walk across Canada to raise awareness for organ and tissue donation. The torch that I carried represents saving lives. I believe that because it helps save my life. I have been waiting for a liver transplant my whole life, and I'm currently on hold for a liver transplant. Today I was honored to pass the torch to your representative in your community, Marcus Hicks. Marcus, carry the torch proudly, and you could also help save lives with step by step. Please don't take your organs to heaven. Heaven knows we need them here. Thank you.
Yeah.
We'd like to invite Allison Reed, a student of the leadership class, to the stage. She'll be reading a Thanksgiving poem she has selected. Yeah, you guys can sit down. Thanks for coming.
For the professional learning community that I had the opportunity to be a part of. I could list off all the accolades and all the involvement of our teachers, but I'm going to make 3 points. One, I'm so lucky to be involved with a group of teachers that are experts in their field. They are experts in their field. Secondly, They are caring, kind individuals who want their students to succeed. And thirdly, and probably most importantly, we all know students don't care how much you know until they know how much we care. And it is so gratifying to be involved with a staff that is like that. We have so many programs here at school, like our music and our drama and our leadership and our skilled trades and our art, and oh, the list goes on. We have so much to be thankful for. I know the others will be talking about general messages of Thanksgiving at this time, but those are the things that I am thankful for. Thank you very much.
In manner to remind us of the importance of this day, we would like to ask the stage to Major Samuel Sotos from the Salvation Army High Street Service.
Well, good morning. Thank you. I like to know that when I speak, there are people who actually can speak back at me, and that is what I require. So, good morning. All of a sudden, I feel much younger than what I am, and I'm quite young, don't you think? I mean, already, but I feel quite much younger here this morning. It's such a privilege to be in this place, and it's such a joy to be here. Thank you, Christina, for the invitation. And I didn't hesitate to accept such a joy to be here, not just because it's Thanksgiving, but because students and school play such an important part in my own life, in my own memories, as I reflect on my own school days. And so it's an absolute joy to be here with you today. I'd like to begin by sharing something with you that is rather profound. Two frogs fell into a can of cream, or so I've heard told. The sides of the can were shiny and sweet, the cream was deep and cold. Oh, what's the use, croaked number one, it is fate. No helps around. Goodbye, my friends, goodbye, sad world, and weeping still he drowned. But number two, a sterner stuff, dog paddled in surprise, and while he wiped his creamy face and dried his creamy eyes, I'll swim a while at last, he said, or so I've heard it said. It really wouldn't help the world if one more frog were dead. An hour or two he kicked and swam, not once he stopped to mutter, but kicked and swam and kicked, then hopped out via butter. Isn't that profound? Frogs. It's amazing. But you know what? They had attitude. They had gratitude. And I think even the sense of Thanksgiving. It's what I call perseverance. Let me share something else with you that's perhaps a little more true. Mr. Boswell, the owner of a hardware store, was looking for a young man to hire. It's probably in the days just like we have today, where everywhere you go, you see wanting to hire, help needed. Well, he was looking for a young man to hire, but he wasn't just looking for a young man, he was looking for the right young man. Several dozen men filled their resumes, submitted, responded to the ad, but he eventually narrowed it down to three guys, Ted, John, and Bob. Then he devised a final test. He gave each of them a new screwdriver that had an innovative design and told them to deliver to Mr. C. M. Henderson at 314 Maple Street. After a while, Ted, first guy, he phoned the store to ask, did you say 314 or is that 413?